Okay. Okay. All right. So, how's everyone doing? I am back again. Just I'm trying to be more consistent with these. But again, I have been busy. So again, I'm trying to and of course the laptop fan speed is going off right now. I am not sponsored by this, so just move that away. But I guess as you can see on my list here, these are mainly Akira Kurosawa, I believe it's his films. Okay. Okay, so Akira Kurosawa's films, I think. No, 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 no. Let's see, where is the director? Yeah, Akira Kurosawa, right there. Again, I actually haven't watched that. And again, I have seen essays about how he was such an influential filmmaker. But again, that's not what this is about today. I'll get to those in time. But and they are movies, so that will take a long time to edit. We'll get to those in time, but for right now, we are focused on another one. Let's just see if I can go through my list. Edit this part out. Edit this part out. Right. So this is my list. Yeah, this is a little bit too controversial, but we will be getting to watching Westworld in a bit. But that's not what any of this is about. This is interesting too, and I'll get to all those in time. I have watched this. All right, I thought this one was kind of cool. Again, I'm kind of a sucker for Victorian London stuff, so that's what I'm gonna be. Oh, right, and of course, if Jon Snow, Kit Harington, his thing is on there, I'll watch that too, and I have seen this already. But again, this is. I think there's only one season right now, and there's no more info that I can actually queue up. Again, it's an original, so again, I'm a sucker for Victorian London, so let's just go ahead and start with this one. I'm assuming the audio's good. Again, it's 89 degrees right now. AC's going off in one room, and in the other room, way down there, somewhere, it's also going off, but not the one here. But again, if you hear a distinct humming, that's where it's coming from. It's not anything to do with my stuff, actually. Oh, right. I should probably hook up the charging cable somewhere. Okay, so we're back. It's all going fine. I just had to enable this so I can hear the playback, and of course take a sip more of my OJ. All right, so Mike, AC in next room, and in some other room down there. Pick up. So let's just go ahead and start. I believe I've explained as much as I can, and anything else would just be maybe redundancy. But let's just start with the pilot. I've heard, I guess, good things, but again, I do like viewing this. So let's just start. Original. Okay. Oh, right. HBO Max is failing according to one clickbaity video essay. I like this show already. I like the coloring they've done to it. I don't know if it's just not for me after the pilot. At least I've tried the pilot. Wait, is this an hour long? Oh, over an hour long actually. Okay. I already love all the costuming and exquisite tailoring details in this show. Oh, a little bit of that tint is off. That tint in the middle, it's not. again, to show the warmth of, I guess, of what she's doing. It's good. Yeah, this one doesn't have that thing because it's not representing night. Because if you try to film night, you actually don't the camera doesn't actually display it, so you just film it when it's lighter, and then you add a tint afterwards to represent the moodiness of the night. Because again, cameras don't really capture that because again, it's darkness, the absence of lights, and of course, the camera can't exactly capture that 3 years later. Okay. I love how this is shot. Just that glow, sort of like the cinematography in Hannibal. No, I hope it's not as, well, graphic as Hannibal, but it still has that. The cinematography, I guess, is good. Yeah, good tint. So we're having Rube Goldberg machines like we had to do in physics way back then. But I am nerding out a little bit about, their setup, I guess. Oh, of course, it takes place at an orphanage. Oh yeah, chocolate. Yep. A lot of, just a lot of, common for the era, I guess. They're hitting a lot of the notes, I guess, that you would need to have for a Victorian era story. Right, very, very small homes because of the heat. You mean Mandarin?
It may have been Russian, and I want to say Turkish. I guess every known language is crowding her mind.
So, was she speaking? You mean Mandarin or Cantonese? Yep, prototype to Ex Machina. Pretty common to have prototypes be the what helps you. Yep.
It's just a woman.
Murdered, I'd say it's more than that.
Yes, biological anomalies caused by electricity.
Even though they're overacting a little.
So that we would see the parts, not the whole. Philanthropists like Lavinia Bidlow see the suffering of the afflicted. The common throng see a macabre murderess.
And you see a broken machine.
That is exactly what I see. The greatest machine. The heart of our empire brought to a shuddering halt. Where's the victim?
Oh right, education wasn't a thing back then. So interesting, right? They can spell, right. Literacy rate wasn't that high as it is today.
You don't have to wear that anymore. Oh, right. You are the maid.
Oh.
Hugo, you listening?
Yes, the prison scene.
Yeah.
Specificity. I should be thrilled to excise the word nice. It's Vegas-paced, isn't that right, Augustus? Augustus!
Sorry?
We were discussing it earlier. The specificity of modern language.
Oh, yes. It's very nice. If it's French terminology we're discussing, there are a few terms we Britons simply don't have a word for. Oh, excuse me.
I suppose we all know the sort of terms he means.
What am I
Is it useful to replace a perfectly good Anglo-Saxon word with some foreigner's flourish? In England, we say the employed. What possible benefit in replacing it with employees?
The singular.
Sort of like resume.
One may refer to a single employee, whereas the employed can only be used to describe a mass of people. It doesn't allow for the idea that a single worker may be a whole and meaningful being.
Mrs. Amalia True, Miss Adair. May I introduce Lord Masson? Mrs. True runs the orphanage.
Indeed.
Which one's the
I
I killed the devil. Oh, for a bonfire! Oh no, she fell!
Oh, she just.
Mice, tiny mice.
Right. Oh.
Is that still hard?
Well, you've made a mess, little songbird.
Boss!
He was a little poke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's up? Every
I guess the similarities with
Exactly where it is
Kudo
he touched us.
Tsuji, Black Butler, is still
No, not
a bit more
today,
closer.
Today,
Mm.
let's just see where it hurts.
So at least things got a little bit more interesting. Ah, okay. No. Oh, she tried to oof herself. Oh, Joss Whedon directed this. Oh, written by him again. Oh, of course. Yep, created by. So he'll probably cancel it. Oh no, wait, that wasn't Joss Whedon's fault. Never mind. Okay.
Have a mission. The future of the world depends on what I'm doing.
Is she gonna weaponize the touched? Yeah, the crazy.
You said you had a mission. Well, God gave me a mission too.
I guess this is a trailer.
It's time to tell them. Everything.
Oh my god. Yeah, of course. Is this an? What's next? Is it like an inside?
True. You look very fine. I think so too.
Being in
Again. Oh, okay. Right. Well, in Tux is in an agent building, and of course you are baking in all that heat. Wonder if it's showing up at all. Only mildly. I have to see how that actually looks afterwards. But again, this wasn't the best start. Again, I liked a lot of stuff, but it was a bit of a slow episode for a pilot. Again, I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep up with this thing. Right now, I'm not sure if I even want to continue, but it did spark a little bit of interest. So, but again, over an hour long, and then of course we get a a promo and sort of the inside the episodes as we used to with Game of Thrones. And I don't think I kind of don't want to keep filming more for this because of the work that it is right now, but it's still gonna intrigue me a little. But I want to also try and vary some other stuff up. So again, I'm probably gonna take a bit of a break and then see how I go about this, because it is a little interesting. A lot of actors whose work I've never seen, but again, I've only saw like a promo of people, like specifically like just I think the fight scenes were on some YouTube search parts. So I thought it looked cool, but again, it is a bit of a slow build, and of course, they're sort of hinting at that, you know, she not all her intentions are pure for the orphanage and the touched, which of course is a very fitting story. Yes, things rarely are. So again, that's gonna be interesting. What she's doing there, and of course in that shot, you know, it's a very specific kind of shot. But anyway, I hope that with this, I don't know, I'll see maybe if it gets like a bit of views, I might have to keep going. If it doesn't have any views, then I guess there's no point in keep going. But again, it still does interest me a little, and again, the tailoring and all the costuming look really good. And again, I do like the atmosphere of Victorian area London, and I got a lot of good historical accuracies are here, right? Old power, new power, the hierarchy, the class system, you know, that's common there, and you know, a bit of humor sprinkled throughout, you know, a lot of decent subtlety, and of course, yeah, woolen tuxes and each of them, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna have to end it here, and I guess I'll see how this does, but again, I'm not really hoping for much, as there doesn't really seem to be a huge audience for a lot of it. Again, because, you know, HBO is already a very niche market, and from that, you know, Game of Thrones is probably the only thing that probably is, well, that and Rome. Rome is pretty good too. I have seen Rome. Very, very, very nice. Very good. But I'm not expecting this to be image, and probably won't get. Probably might be less than 5. But you know, it interests me. I could check at least the pilot off from that list, and then I'll see what else is on my list on there to try and get these out. But again, you know, with it being early August and with the heat, it's making it a little difficult. All right, but with that being said, I think I'm gonna draw this to a close, and I hope I'll see some people in the next video.